Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do one pot expedition cooking. We're going to make spiced Moroccan stew. I've gone through these ingredients quite a few times and it sounds really yummy, so bear with me. Right, so first of all we need to chop up a red onion. So first of all, making sure we're not going to cut our fingers, we're going to cut it in half so that we have a flat surface to work from. Peel off the outer layers. Leaving the roots on means all the sections stay together so that we can now slice it without it going everywhere. So slice once or twice, almost through to the roots but not quite. And we're going to pop those in the pot. Winding your fingers on the last bit with some oil. Obviously I have washed my hands and I have washed the vegetables before I've started. Obviously if you've got long hair, please tie it out of the way. Again, 2 or 3 slices nearly down to the root, not quite. And then just trim off the last bit. Right, so that goes into the pot. We now have a large red onion. We're going to drop into that a little bit of cooking oil. And using our lighter thing, we're going to start the trangier off. Making sure you don't put your face over it. Start it off gently. Making sure you always use the handle. We're going to give that time to sweat, I think is the appropriate word. And we're going to add in our spices. This is called the original one actually has chili flakes in, and I personally can't eat chili flakes, so I've actually made my own substitute with paprika, coriander, ginger, and a little pinch of saffron. I wish you could smell this, it smells really yummy. But we're just browning it off just a little bit, and we're now going to add 400 ml of water. We're going to bring it up to the boil. We're going to add the bit of ground cumin. It's about a teaspoon. And the same with smoked paprika. Into that mix we are going to add a small tin of drained and rinsed chickpeas. We've also got some chopped tomatoes here. I actually managed to find some cardboard wrap ones rather than the tin ones, which is quite awesome. We're also going to add 100 grams of red lentils, some vegetable stock powder, and I think that's about it. I'm just going to stir it all up, and I'm just about to add the chopped tomatoes. We managed to find some carton ones so you don't have to carry tins round. So they do these in various vegetables. So, you know, if you have to take vegetables onto camp, you can use these cartons rather than tins, which would be much more heavier. So that looks really yummy. There's enough here for two. And we're now just going to let it simmer and wait for the lentils to soften up. This smells absolutely awesome with the smoked paprika and the cumin and stuff, so it's really, you can taste it before you can eat it. This is a Moroccan version. You can get a Lebanese spice mix, which has more, it's an equal amounts of paprika, cumin, cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, as well as cloves and black pepper. So that's the Lebanese version of this one. This is the Moroccan one. This is also a vegetarian dish. There's no meat in this or dairy. So if you wanted to, if you're sharing with somebody who's a meat eater or is got fasting or whatever, you can actually pop some prawns or some diced beef in there afterwards. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. It's gone a bit thick. So that's about another 100 mils. So it's 500 mils of water I've put in so far. I don't want to put too much in because otherwise it's going to be overflowing. But that went quite thick and I don't want it burning on the bottom. I've only got the gas on gentle so that, because we're just trying to simmer it, we're not trying to nuke it. This dish is quite easy. You can carry the dried lentils and the different spices and even the gravy powder and cumin and paprika in a plastic bag. And there is your spicy Moroccan stew. And it tastes really, really nice. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it was helpful. Bye for now.